So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 8th house as your Atmakaraka. As in, what happens when Mars is in the 8th house, regardless of the sign, becomes a planet with the highest degree known as Atmakaraka. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, who's your Atmakaraka, Dharakaraka, all the Karakas, all the information, you can go to Astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, and consultation under shop section. So, 8th house Atmakaraka Mars. And again, everything should be seen before we come to the conclusion. But see, first of all, this is a person that you will 100%. At one point in their life, they will jump into some big emergency trouble to save someone. For example, you see those videos on Instagram and YouTube for clout. Like somebody who's saving a calf in the water. This person is, rescuing monkey in the flood. This person is like literally going down the mountain to save some climber. The thing is, they're willing to put their body at the most dramatic of situation, especially in terms of rescue and saving. Okay? They will do that. But, and there's a big but. Big but. Okay? Such a person feels that, and again, it's probably, I would say, 1 out of 10,000, 1 out of 100,000 you will see. They feel like they need to rescue people for their own good, meaning they're trying to rescue someone's soul from suffering. What does that mean? Some people who can commit heinous crime, like a serial killer. Sometimes if you ask them, like in interviews, what was the reason behind you wanting to, kill? And they're like, I just wanted to rescue them, rescue their souls, to take them to some other place, to Christ or whatever their, agenda is. And again, this is, like I said, 1 in 100,000, because you have to have every single alignment of other planets and divisional charts, especially Devatas. Especially Devatas in a particular divisional chart. If it's there, yeah, those things happen. But I see on day-to-day basis, Mars as the Atmakaraka in the 8th house. It's not so frequent, but I get it. Once a month. Because again, Mars is probably, as the highest degree, is not that common because of the frequent transits of Moon, Mercury, and Sun, these quick planets who will pass Mars's degree. But then there are those Mars that are at 20 or 29 degrees, and you will have a bunch of people being born. And they're like regular IT professionals, regular banking people, housewives. So that's there. But certain signs and nakshatra placement and how Mars is from another planet will determine these things. Like some people may even enjoy, like some people will enjoy watching detective movies. Like, for example, movie 7 of David Fincher with Brad Pitt and who's that? Morgan Freeman. I was going to say Samuel L. Jackson. That would have been a comedy then. But like, for example, I love that movie. I can watch that movie anytime. That was one of my favorite movies. I couldn't wait to like buy it on video cassette and DVD. Like, I can watch it. Oh man, I should just watch it having a cigar today again. But it's that darker mystery that a person wanting to find out. That's what this Mars is. See, Mars here in the 8th house is Atmakaraka. This person wants to be the first one to discover something. First one to research into something. First one to bring out some information that nobody else is giving out. This is why these people are those investigative journalists who are willing to go into the trenches, risk their lives to get something that nobody else can get. This is why it's such a powerful position. As the Atmakaraka, regular Mars may or may not do it. That's just then Mars is playing a different role. It could be brother, it could be brother-in-law, it could be a friend, it could be best friend, it could be a cat, all of these things. But when it's the Atmakaraka, that's the end all and be all of this Mars. And usually one of the best places for this Mars to be is in mining. Mining oil, petroleum, minerals, metals. Surgeons, yes, but then for that you're going to have somehow Venus trine from Mars. You're going to have Mercury, Sun, and Jupiter connection in the birth chart. And especially Mars should either be in fire signs, okay, or fire nakshatras. So it depends, those things will have to see certain alignments. But I mean, the Atmakaraka is wanting to save something, right? Whether it's a surgeon saving somebody's failed heart, doctor, saving somebody's failed kidney, a firefighter saving somebody from fire, detective solving a murder and giving peace and rescuing the family's emotional turmoil. So there's this rescuing part, and especially if Mars, Rahu are there, natural psychologist, Mars, Ketu, environmentalist, somebody who wants to save the planet, save the earth. So you'll see these different scenarios. But yes, I mean, if let's say this is like that level that we all know, that we all see, and then Mars here is like Dexter, that HBO TV show Dexter. It can go into those particular things depending upon how a person grows up. And especially when Mars is in the 8th house in Scorpio, see the 2nd house and the 4th house, how this person may have grown up in their home, in their environment. That will really, really determine this person's soul's journey. But the soul's journey is what? This person needs to rescue and save people. You're here to protect. But that delusion of protection can sometimes change. Somebody can become Poshan and wanting to release people from their body and take them to Yama. So all these little scenarios have to be seen. Okay? So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 8th house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know anything about your chart or consultation, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.